This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Imperial, California, in the United States.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got... These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Swing and a miss with that jab. Beautiful counter punch. That right hook's blocked. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting outside, and what a main event this should be.
Well, Todd, let me explain to you. You know, outside, nobody can turn the temperature down. Nobody can turn the sun down. When that sun's beating on you, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you're getting hit, when you're getting hurt, there's no cool fan that's dropping in there. This is where it's real fighting. Fight on fight.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You'd like to see more jabs. No rest for the weary. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Andy Ruiz in that last round. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Relax. Get focused and get your mind back on the job. Get back out there.
Don't give him no free shots, yeah? You're doing good, kid. You're doing good.
In this round, get your mind back, get your focus back, get that jab back. Just boxing. Just be smart.
And there's the bell to start round 2. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Hard, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Do you believe this? You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Andy Ruiz is dazed. Let's talk about Andy Ruiz Jr. in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this far.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Oh, and this is really going to rub him the wrong way. This fight has a real good flow to it. Both men step back for just a moment. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? He parries that left jab away. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. When you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Andy Ruiz in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Don't worry, that's it. Now breathe. Breathe. Just get your breath.
Find the jab and then start gathering your pace.
There's the bell to start round 4. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Try and relax a little bit now. Fight a little differently. Caution being thrown to the wind. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Ruiz looks like he's in trouble. And Andy Ruiz couldn't take anymore. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
A shot from the gods took him out.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.
You gotta get out there and switch on. Get your boxing back together. Get your mind back on the job. There's a... better than that. You've completely switched off. Get your mind back on the job. That was a terrible... Let's do it. Okay, you let him back into that.
Here we are, getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Jack Johnson. He is the original, an American icon. Not as big as you might think, weighing in at 200 pounds. And across the ring from him, Muhammad Ali. He stands 6'3" tall with the Galveston Giant, Jack Johnson, the unapologetic first ever black heavyweight champion. Muhammad Ali.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out.
Take the phone off the hook. This is all I wanted to see right now, right in front of me.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. That hook is parried away. And with the uppercut. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Perfect counter lands. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? Wait long to get back in and get engaged.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. That could never happen.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? Done with that counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Johnson in that last round. The game. On to the second round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Good looking hook, but it was blocked. Both want the knockout. Beautiful counter punch. This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. Looks like trouble was averted.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. The Galveston Giant in real trouble now. Talking about Johnson in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think right.
And there's the bell to start round 3. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Oh, my word. Jack Johnson on the defense. What's he going to do to get out of this trouble? And right back into the fray.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Just misses with that left uppercut. That uppercut just missed. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Those counter punches have to hurt. That uppercut misses. That hook was off target. Miss with that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. Let's talk about Johnson in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
You're much better than this guy. You're much better. He's like...
Great round, great round. Now relax, relax.
You put it back on him this round. Get out there and switch on.
Three shots, Keith.
On to the 4th we go. And Jack Johnson is dazed. I don't believe it. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Defense.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Can you believe this? The legend himself, Jack Johnson, is about to go. No, we don't see a knockdown.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do you do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
The Galveston Giant in real trouble now. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
Where did that come from? What a... 1, 2, 3, 4, come to me.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Pretty good start the first half of this round. Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit.
Hold on, got to cut you off here, Johnny. Muhammad Ali in trouble, but surely he'll find a way out. Total Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Johnson in that last round. Time for the 5th round. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen.
Well, hold on a second, Johnny. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. And now they're right back into the fray.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that beginning, you get caught a lot more at the end.
Tried to land the left hook, but it was blocked. Every time they throw a shot, they get... Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do you do? What?
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Big shots from... Did you see that? Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Muhammad Ali in trouble, but... How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Let's talk about Ali in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round. On to the 6th round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
I don't believe it. Jack Johnson is down. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
I've got to see that again.
Back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over again, they've got it.
The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
got the advantage here after both men. And there's the bell for round 7. Both fighters went to the canvas last round. What are we going to see here?
2 knockdowns in the same round to both fighters. They got to think like a goldfish. Forget after 10 seconds. They got to be smart.
Both men step back for just a moment. They're going deep into the gas tank on this round. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a lick it because you've got to get some before you get them close.
Defense on that hook. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? And finally, Muhammad Ali goes down. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4.
7, 8, 9, 10, you're out. You saw it here live, a knockout win. Congratulations.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night-night.
Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Tommy the Duke Morrison. He weighed in at 223 pounds and has a reach of 76 inches. Tommy the Muhammad Ali. And now all the seats have been taken and we are expecting an all-action slugfest. Looks like they're going to try and be a little more elusive now. Nice counter shot. They exchange punches. A perfect counter lands. These two were made for each other. Throws the jab, but does not score. We welcome you to this beautiful theater where every seat has been sold, but don't expect these fans to be sitting down. We expect a standing ovation when these two are done.
This is that place you want to say, I fought there, I've been there, and now we are here.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Those counter punches have to hurt. That left hook missed. You'd like to see more jabs. The straight right just misses. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for... And there's the bell for round two. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This fighter doesn't just want to win by knockout. They want to do it early so they can get out of here.
Oh, this is a slugger right here in front of them. You know, these kind of fighters, they want to get hit in the face because it cheese them on. They want to stand there and fight in the trenches.
I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
We're at the halfway point. There's no doubt who's won this round so far.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? So he's gonna drop his arms down here. Not sure that's the wisest decision. Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. Let's see how the corner handles their... And there's the bell to start round three. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Catch and shoot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Straight right just misses. I don't think we can wouldn't truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you still want to fight.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Nice counter shot. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. Well, he's got Bambi legs walking back to the corner, but he's still in it.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
And win the round. Okay, I'm happy. I like that round.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Looks like he's going to try and bait his opponent here. Both men step back for just a moment. Failing to score with that right hook. Very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nothing like a little taunting to get your opponent riled up. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Oh, and now they're just rubbing it in. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Morrison in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode. Time for the 5th round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
You saw that punch coming and blocked it. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nice counter shot. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, but...
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away. You walk back.
There's the bell for round 6. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Tommy Morrison, oh no, what's happened? How did they survive that?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
He blocks that jab. He threw a punch and just got countered. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
I guess showboating is part of their plan. And Morrison did not handle that punch well. And down goes Morrison. As we take another look, it's this punch right here that sealed the deal.
Even I've got...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen.
Real generals back in the building. Trust. Tell them man ease up. Get